Alright, hello everybody. We are doing a emergency tornado coverage stream here. When I say emergency, I mean unexpected. Okay, we have a tornado warning ongoing here in between Rule and Haskell in Texas, or tornado warning. I don't know if I said tornado. There's not a confirmed tornado on the ground yet, but we are seeing some extremely tight rotations start to wrap up here. We have a slight risk of severe weather today. This is the first time I've gone live for severe weather when there hasn't been an enhanced risk, but man, that just tightened even more, and this rotation is getting pretty serious. Let's check the correlation coefficient. It does not look like we have a tornado on the ground yet, but we could see one drop at any second. So if you are included in this tornado warning here, seek shelter lowest floor possible away from windows. This does include Sagerton in Texas, okay? We also have some pretty huge hail, it looks like, falling there at the minute. Potentially up to an inch, maybe even an inch and a half, okay? So this is a very dangerous situation right now. This tornado, if it does drop, it will be just southeast of Sagerton when it drops. But yeah, this storm is not looking good. We also have a couple of huge severe thunderstorm warnings kind of wrapping around it. Things really just started to pop off here in the last 45 minutes. You know, we were getting the occasional special weather statement for strong storms, but within the last 30 to 45 minutes, it just started getting this bad, okay? So we have 2 severe warnings right now and 1 tornado warning. So let's go ahead and keep an eye out here, because this is looking like some serious rotation. We could see a tornado drop at any second. There could even be one on the ground right now, if we're being completely honest here. So it was probably a good thing that I went live. And yeah, that's what we're looking at today. February severe weather coverage. Who would have thought, right? But, yeah, this is, starting to enter the slight risk of severe weather these storms are, which is an environment, that can create more favorable, conditions for high-end storms, which is why we are starting to see things pop off here. So if you're in this yellow area today, you could be looking at some significant severe weather. We're gonna have to take keep an eye out on that. The biggest threat for tonight actually is going to be large hail, okay? Down here, probably west of San Antonio, I would say, is where the greatest threat for huge hail is. We have a hatched risk for hail today, so we could see some large, damaging, even destructive hail possibly. But then we could also look at a brief spin-up tornado, like what we might be about to see here, okay? So all threats are in play today. Damaging winds are also there. And I really do think that this is going to be a somewhat significant event, and yeah, that rotation is not weakening. Okay, we might get a tornado to drop here any second now, so seriously, guys, you've got to take shelter here. Some tornado warnings are worse than others. This one is a bad one, okay? This is not a good situation. Alright. We're still seeing it just to the south and the east of Sagerton here in Texas, which doesn't look like a super populated area, but it is a town, so just mentioning it. Let's see here. Go ahead and take a peek at the stream. Sorry, I don't know what happened to my voice there. I am recovering from influenza, so sorry if I do have to cough every now and then. I'm fine. Sometimes I just get into a coughing fit. But yeah, if you hear me do something like that, don't worry, I'm fine. I am feeling much better now. If you don't know, I have been sick for quite a while, but I am feeling much, much better. So, yeah. Again, damaging winds, huge hail, and tornadoes, as I put in the title of the stream. And we are just now seeing the beginning of this. It's really starting to just pop off now, you know. So we're going to keep an eye out on this here, especially this tornado warning I'm particularly concerned about here. Whenever this does drop, if it does drop, I should say, it will be taking a northeasterly track. So Haskell, you'd be the next place in line for this here, the next decently populated town in line for this tornado to hit. Again, it may not even be on the ground yet, so don't worry too much, don't panic, but seek shelter if this approaches you. So yeah, my voice a little bit of a break here while there's nothing to talk about. We should be getting our next radar update any minute now. Then this will be the one where I'm thinking we could potentially see it drop down here. It's really just been intensifying and intensifying. As soon as that tornado warning got issued, I went live there. But you can see, it was kind of chilling here, and then it just kind of popped off. So we're watching it right now. Oh, yep, it's still there. Still there. Stay in shelter. Yeah, the rotation is definitely still there. So look out for that. Do we have a CC drop yet? Don't think so. So no confirmed tornado yet. Again, I want to emphasize this. No confirmed tornado, but any second there could be one. So stay in shelter, especially if you're in this warning. Soon get to shelter if you're in the Haskell area, because you're under a severe thunderstorm warning anyway. So we'll just keep an eye out on this here. No new alerts. I should get a little ring every time there's an alert here, so that's good. But yeah. If you have any questions at all, leave them down below in the chat. I'm happy to help tonight. Again, if you're just now tuning in, we are doing live severe weather coverage. Currently, a tornado potentially trying to wrap up here near Sadgerton, Plainview, and Haskell here in Texas. Storms are starting to pop off all over portions of Texas and even Oklahoma tonight. So we're going to keep an eye out on this for the next while, I'd say, and then just make sure everything goes smoothly here. But if you're in this warning, definitely seek shelter, because this is looking like a nasty one. We're seeing a lot of rotation here. So yeah, go ahead and give my voice a break while there's not much to talk about. Oh, I just realized in the stream title, I accidentally put 2 W's in wins. Dang it. That stinks that I just now noticed that. There we go. I don't know why autocorrect didn't activate. Oh, it's probably because I did it on my computer. New radar scan coming in any minute now, probably. And there it is, as I say it. Looks like it's still got a little bit of a hook trying to form there. You can kind of see it. Pull up our velocities. Not updated yet. The stream title should be fixed now, so hopefully some viewers will start coming in here. Let's see. Yeah, again, there's no rock solid evidence that there's a tornado on the ground right now. Okay, thank goodness. That rotation is weakening, but it is still there and it could easily recycle, so stay in shelter in this warning. But the rotation is weakening down here in Texas. So, yeah, that is a really good sign. Alright. I can relax a little bit. It was intense there for a second. It really was. I really thought we were going to see a tornado drop already. Alright. Let's take a look at our counties. I guess this is literally the only area with any severe alerts right now. Up here in North Texas at the minute. Again, once these storms really get into this slight risk of severe weather, this huge line here, that's when we'll start to see more things pop off. Because this atmosphere is pretty favorable for the development of supercells. There have also been a few mesoscale discussions from the National Weather Service. They're talking about a 60% probability of there being a severe thunderstorm or tornado watch being issued for, try to circle it good, this whole area here pretty much. There's a 60% chance for that general area to see a watch within the next few hours. And then there's a 40% chance here. Let me go ahead and get rid of my circle. A 40% chance to see a watch here in a much smaller area across northeast Texas. and southwestern Oklahoma. 40% chance for that area. So we could see a watch here within the next few hours. Looks like we're getting a pretty decent hail core on that again, but the hook is definitely starting to dissipate there. Which is good. I think it's only uphill from here, but you are still going to be seeing some nasty storms. And stay in shelter if you are included in this warning, because again, this rotation is still there. But yeah, it's definitely weakening now, so that's good. Alright, let's see. Oh, okay, so we got our severe warning over here upgrade to 1.5 inch hail, which is good, because like I said, this hail core, it's nasty. Sorry. I know the coughing is really loud on video. Alright. See if we got any other storms that are getting close to severe limits. This storm here that Corey Gherkin's on, 50-mile-an-hour winds, pea-size hail. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like there's anything else that's extremely concerning right now. Maybe some storms here on the Texas-Mexico border starting to get strong to severe. But we're really watching this one big area up here for this nasty storm that almost dropped a tornado. So it may have even produced a brief touchdown for a few seconds. There was just no CC drop. So nothing confirmed yet here, but out of North Texas we might see a report soon of a brief, weak tornado. But this rotation is dissipating and the hook is starting to become much less defined. There is still some huge hail on this storm here, though. Look at that. That blue, that is hail. Usually this tool indicates rain. Oh my gosh, okay, confirmed tornado. Wow. Alright, never mind. Get back in shelter here if you did leave. The rotation really looked like it was weakening, but there is a confirmed tornado on the ground now. I don't know why I didn't get an alert. That's a little concerning. But there is a confirmed tornado on the ground right now for here in this warning box near Sagerton, Texas, Plainview, Texas, Haskell, Texas. If you're in this warning, you need to seek shelter immediately. There was a reported tornado here, and yep, the rotation intensified again. Okay, tornado on the ground here, once again, heading for Haskell, Texas. This is not good. Do we have a CC drop yet? Possibly. Doesn't look like it. So again, huge hail and a tornado on the ground here. In North Texas. If you have any questions, again, feel free to leave them in chat. But this is not looking good. They let a severe thunderstorm warning over here expire. Kind of moved off to the east here. Alright. Yep, confirmed tornado here. Oh, sorry. I really wish I didn't have this cough. Just I get a tickle in my throat when I talk too much. Oh, okay. So, a video on social media indicates a tornado on the ground is southeast of Sagerton. That's an interesting report. I don't know if I've ever seen a warning read a social media video. I'm guessing it's on Twitter, but yeah, or X now. So, confirmed tornado on the ground here in North Texas. Currently producing damaging winds. So seek shelter immediately here, southeast of Sagerton at the minute. Luckily, right now, it's not going through too populated of an area. This is a very rural area. Okay, reflectivity updated. Maybe still got a little bit of a hook on that there. Let's see. The velocities not updated. Let's check Twitter. Let's see how many people live in this warning box here. Or X. Yeah, 262 people in this warning box, and most of those are in Sagerton, and Sagerton is safe. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Hopefully it's not Sagerton. Okay, rotation weakening again. Honestly, that video could have been taken from when the rotation was more intense a while ago. This tornado may not be on the ground, but there is still a confirmed tornado warning, so stay in shelter. Sorry, I've been quiet for a minute. I don't think there was ever a real CC drop. If you don't know what I mean when I say CC drop, I mean correlation coefficient. It shows when debris is in the air. I realize sometimes weather terminology can be confusing. Let's see here. New severe thunderstorm warning. That would be for Donley County in Texas, up here towards the northwest. Maybe even a little bit of rotation starting to develop on that, but that could just be a radar weird signal because we're at the meeting point. But look out for this storm here. Just past Clarendon, heading straight for Headley. These are very fast-moving storms. Wow, so now we have a 2-inch warning for hail on the tornado warning here. So 2-inch hail here. This is the second time the tornado warning's been updated on the hail. I think it started as 1 inch, got upgraded to 1.5, and now it's at 2-inch. So now you'd want to start seeking shelter just for the hail threat alone, honestly. So even if there's not a tornado, this hail core here is insane. I don't know if they'll upgrade the severe thunderstorm warnings hail reading because it's a much bigger area and not this entire area isn't seeing the hail threat yet of 2 inches, but they might. Yeah, I'm not convinced there's a tornado on the ground anymore. Oh, velocity's updated before reflectivity did. That's odd. Yeah, I mean, it could be. So stay in shelter, because you've also got that huge hail threat, that monster hail threat. So stay in shelter. If you do have any reports of damage from that tornado or a hail report, damaging wind report, send it in to the National Weather Service. And just remember, just because you may have, some shingles missing from your home, it does not mean the tornado hit your home. That could just be from those 60-mile-an-hour damaging winds that are a part of this storm here. All the threats are in a different area. The greatest wind threats off here to the south and the east. The tornadic threats kind of right here in the middle of the warning. And then the hail threats on the northern part of the warning here. So everywhere in here needs to be in shelter in this tornado warning. There's something going on. Maybe not on the southern side now. This storm's kind of leaving here. Maybe Sagerton, you can get out of shelter if you were in shelter, but yeah. So next up, Rule, Pinkerton, and Haskell. I know Haskell is a bigger area, so especially Haskell. Yeah, I'm not convinced there's a tornado on the ground at the minute. But there could be. There could be an incredibly weak one on the ground. Okay, reflectivity update. Still got that monster hail core there. Let's see. Yeah, still 70 decibels. 70 exactly. Let's go ahead and take a look at our other storm that has a severe warning up here in the Texas Panhandle. And I mean, it's definitely got some hail on it, which is the main threat with this one, so look out. This tornado warning will expire in like 30 seconds. Unless it is continued, which could happen. I imagine they're actually going to issue a new one here for the Rule and Haskell area. Because there is still definitely rotation there. 53 mile an hour winds. 54 estimated by radar there. Yeah, I mean, this is still a very nasty storm. Alright, the tornado warning has expired. That'll get off our screen here in just a second. There it goes. But yeah, alright, that feels better. I feel better whenever there's no tornado warnings in effect. Also, really? Of course. As soon as I say I feel better once there's no tornado warnings, they immediately reissue it. Alright, so like I said, extended out now for Rule, Haskell, and even out to Wiener now. Seek shelter immediately, lowest floor possible, away from windows. This is a very nasty storm sitting over you guys, producing large hail, possibly a tornado, and then also damaging winds. This has been downgraded to radar indicated and also downgraded to 1.75 inch hail, but that hail threat is still shelter worthy. So, yeah. Again, Rule and Haskell. Haskell is the main area. It's the biggest one. Yeah, that rotation is still there. I mean, this radar scans from a few minutes ago. We'll get a new one any minute, but yeah. Any new viewers just now joining, we have a potential tornado on the ground here, as well as large hail falling near Haskell, Texas, okay? And throughout tonight and this evening, we're going to be looking at more dangerous severe weather like this popping up here in this yellow area and even the dark green area, okay? So look out tonight. Stay tuned into your local National Weather Service if you are here in Texas. Be checking the weather somewhat frequently because we've got some nasty storms out there, mainly near Haskell, Texas right now is the one we're watching, like I said. So look out for that. We have a tornado warning in effect for this area here, as well as for Sagerton, or not quite Sagerton anymore, but Pinkerton, Rule, and Josselet, as well as Matson, or not quite Matson. But again, if you have any questions for me, related to the weather, then go ahead and plop them down below in chat there. And I am here to chill with y'all and watch these storms. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, we should have to wait a few minutes before our next radar scan. Let's look at our other storm here near Memphis, Texas, here in the Texas Panhandle. Yeah, definitely still got quite a bit of large hail kind of scattered throughout the whole warning here. Several different areas there. All those pinks are either extremely heavy rainfall or large hail. So again, if you're included in this tornado warning here, seek shelter. Special weather statement. Yeah, we've still got some decent rotation here, so we could easily see another spin up. We've already had a tornado on the ground in this area. If you are not aware, it was likely small and brief, but there is a video of it that confirmed it. Or at least supposedly it did. I haven't personally seen the video, but that is what the National Weather Service said. So should get the new or the next radar update here any minute now. It's currently 5:34 p.m. Central Time here, which is what time this event is taking place in. But yeah, like I said, we're particularly concerned for the Haskell area right now because the rotation is probably going to go right over Haskell as well. I can go ahead and check actually how many people are included in this warning box. New rotation still showing some, new velocity signature still showing some rotation there. Maybe not quite as strong, but it's definitely still there. There are 3,800 people in this warning, which is a lot more than the 200 that we had earlier. So we got to pay a little bit more attention now because there are actually quite a few people that live in this area. Again, the main area being Haskell. Looks like where that may be where the interstates meet. So yeah. Oh, and I don't know how I missed this, but we got a severe thunderstorm watch. I don't know how long this has been in effect for, but like I said earlier, we had a 60% chance, and here it is. From the Texas-New Mexico border back up towards Graham here in Texas, we have a severe thunderstorm watch. This reads a 20% chance of seeing a tornado in this area. Or is that 2? I don't remember what the exact warnings are. I think it's if we see like 5 tornadoes or something in this area. I don't know, but we have a small tornado threat. A pretty small damaging wind threat, but a very large hail threat. So all hazards are in play here. So look out in the severe thunderstorm watch. Some nasty storms are coming your way, specifically kind of in a line. And again, the main threat is hail. I can actually take a look at the NWS X page here and see what the watch actually reads. Yes, this was issued 5 minutes ago. It reads, a couple tornadoes possible, scattered hail up to tennis ball size likely, and isolated gusts up to 65 miles per hour possible. Okay, so this is actually a bigger watch than what I'm seeing on my screen for some reason. It's only showing a few counties, but it's actually in effect here for this whole area, including the area we have our tornado warning for, so look out for that. Again, couple tornadoes possible, scattered hail up to tennis ball size likely, there's a few more counties, and isolated gusts up to 65 miles per hour possible. And we have a new radar scan here. We're still seeing some large hail, maybe not as large as before, but it's definitely still there. And we still have rotation down here near Haskell, Texas. So if you're in Haskell, seek shelter immediately, lowest floor possible, and away from windows. But yeah, things are starting to pick up here. I kind of like going live right as the event starts rather than, live in the middle of it. Sometimes I don't have a choice, because I've got school, but I much prefer doing it like this. And there's a tornado back on the ground. Okay, at 5:35 p.m., a confirmed tornado was located 7 miles southeast of Rule, moving northeast at 20 miles per hour. At 5:31 p.m., law enforcement reported a rope tornado about 5 miles east of Sagerton. So, damaging tornado and golf ball size hail confirmed by law enforcement here on the ground near Haskell, Texas. This is a dangerous situation. You're going to want to seek shelter immediately in Haskell. There's no radar evidence of this thing, which is odd. Or very little, I should say. But it is confirmed to be on the ground now by law enforcement, which is a pretty reliable source. It's not just like some random person saw it and said, hey, that's a tornado. So, tornado on the ground, heading likely straight for Haskell, Texas, unfortunately. This could be bad. Hopefully it lifts before it hits the town. Because you never want to see a town or a city get hit by a tornado. I mean, you never want to see anywhere get hit by a tornado, but they're worse whenever they happen in populated areas, obviously. So, we're going to have to watch this extremely closely here again, as this rotation approaches Haskell. Again, it's moving northeast at 20 miles per hour, so maybe it actually won't hit Haskell, hopefully. Hopefully it'll go just to the west of the town, but there's probably still a few people living out in this path. And again, it could easily change paths, so Haskell needs to seek shelter now. Anywhere in this warning, seek shelter immediately. All the way up to Wienert. Because you're seeing a bunch of other threats up there, too. Even though there's not a tornado heading straight for you at the minute, you're still seeing other stuff up there. So, like large hail and damaging winds. So, again, tornado back on the ground here. This is the second time it's dropped. Near Haskell, Texas. If I had to guess, I'd say it's right in here. If it's still on the ground. Again, this thing is so weak that it's not going to be too terribly bad, likely, but it's still a tornado, so. Best move is to seek shelter. Good places, examples of good places to seek shelter are, number one, first and foremost, somewhere low to the ground, like a basement. That would be amazing. Or a storm shelter that's underground. Something like that. But also bathrooms are a good place if you don't have a basement. And, everybody has a bathroom in their house. So if you don't have a basement, go for the bathroom as a second option. Preferably cover up the window if there is a window in your bathroom. Throw a mattress over you. Hide in the bathtub. Looks like we do actually... Oh, man. Looks like we got a hospital or two down here in the Haskell area. We've also got a bunch of churches here. We've even got an elementary school, a courthouse, even a high school. So there's definitely some stuff down here that would be bad to get hit. Mainly there's a lot of churches down here, it looks like. And man, that significant hail course back there towards the north of Wienert. And we have a new severe thunderstorm warning here for Monday and Gory for 1-inch hail and 50-mile-an-hour winds. So yeah. Again, I can't stress this enough. If you're in Haskell, you have to be in shelter now. I'm sure you've gotten a ton of alerts on your phone. Or at least one alert on your phone. The radios will be going off, TVs will be going off. As we do have that tornado warning, but yeah. Again, very bad area to have a tornado roll through. You got a courthouse, schools, hospitals, a bunch of churches. I'm sure a lot of homes as well. Not good. And again, that hail is nothing to laugh about either. Haskell's probably already seeing some hail, if nothing else right now. Upwards of 1.75 inches. So, I mean, if a tornado and golf ball size hail is not enough for you to want to seek shelter, I don't know what is. It's about to get real nasty here in Haskell, probably. May also have some damaging winds, but yeah. The main thing we're worried about in the Haskell area is that tornado. If it is still on the ground, because it may not be. This warning could update any second and say it's down to radar indicated again. But even so, if there's rotation on a storm like this, I mean, this tornado could drop back down so easily. It's dropped down at least once or twice. So, no reason for it to not be able to recycle. So yeah. some reason, the severe thunderstorm watch never wanted to update here for the rest of the counties. Yeah, man, just to the, like, on the northwest side of Haskell here, that hail is gonna be bad. Oof. Not what you want to see. Probably see our severe thunderstorm warning get reissued here because it's about to expire. So, you might hear a little beep, beep, beep on my computer. I wish it would give me an alert when warnings got updated too, not just when they got issued. Because, I mean, this thing's gone from radar indicated to observed multiple times and I didn't even notice. I forgot it only gives you warnings or alerts for when they're issued. It's like really hot in my room right now. I don't even know why. Like I'm wearing a t-shirt and shorts and I'm getting sweaty. Yeah, so that severe thunderstorm warning expired. They may not even reissue it actually because the damaging winds on this aren't insane, and hail, which is the other threat with severe thunderstorm warnings, the tornado warning's covering that pretty good. Says there's golf ball size hail, and that hail's probably about golf ball size, maybe a little bigger, or the biggest of it is, at least. Yeah, I'm really not convinced there's still a tornado on the ground here. I mean, that rotation is just weakening and weakening, but stay in your safe place, especially in Haskell, because not only is there still massive hail on this storm, but also, you know, that tornado could just spin back up. And we don't even know if it's off the ground. I mean, the warning still says confirmed or observed. So, we'll see here. It really never got confirmed by radar, so it's a good thing there were people out here watching. But again, you don't want to be outside watching this storm. I know it's a popular thing down here in the Deep South, down in Texas, but no, not safe. Got a new reflectivity update. For some reason, my radar update noise didn't go off. I don't know. Sometimes the noises are a little broken. Wait for these velocities to update. There it goes. It made a noise that time. Maybe a little bit of weak rotation still here near Haskell. But now that we have that radar update, they're probably ready to drop this back down to radar indicated if it's not on the ground still. Or at this point, even remove it. But I don't think they'd remove the warning for something like this. Could still definitely drop back down. And it may still even be on the ground, you know. It looks like the worst of the hail is probably past Haskell now. I don't know why my voice cracked like that there. But if there is a tornado now, it's looking like it could go towards Haskell. So stay in shelter. Still got that confirmed tornado warning. Or observed tornado warning. Our severe thunderstorm warning off to the northwest in the Panhandle. Oh, no, it didn't expire. I was thinking of a different one. It was the one down here. But yeah. We are in a bit of a radar hole here. Which is a little unfortunate. We can't really see the radar that good, which may be part of the reason we haven't gotten a radar confirmation of this tornado yet, but yeah. I mean, it's not that bad of a radar hole, actually. But this, I mean, it's about to enter a radar hole if it continues, possibly. But we can just switch to this one, actually. It's not really a radar hole. But yeah. Again, I don't know why it is so hot in this room right now, but I am burning up in here. It's not even like the heat's coming from outside because it's like 40 degrees outside. Yeah, maybe even some new rotation is trying to develop here towards the south of Haskell. Haskell's kind of surrounded by some bad rotation here. So, stay in shelter there in Haskell. It's been a while since I've done severe weather coverage, and I wasn't even going to do it today. Again, like I said, this is the first time I've done it for non-enhanced risk, but I just really wanted to do it because even if I didn't go live, I'm going to be watching these storms anyways, so it's like, well, maybe help out some people. There's no reason not to. This is what I'd be doing anyways, even if I wasn't live. And when I end the stream, it's probably going to be either because I have to eat supper or because there's just not much action going on, so. So, even though not a lot of people have tuned in this stream, that's okay. I like watching storms. If you couldn't tell by my entire channel being branded around the weather now. Man, it's been Davis's weather for a while now. I say just now it's turned that way, but no. It's been the weather for so long now. It's been forever since I've been Davis Does Games. And I still do games, you know. I think everybody was worried when I changed my name that I wasn't going to do games anymore. So I made like 7 community posts. I'm like, guys, I'm still doing games. Just weather too now. New severe thunderstorm warning up here for a storm near Memphis. Now Memphis is included in the warning. That's actually a radar hole up there. This warning's in a radar hole, I would say. Just a little bit of one. Again, I don't know why that severe thunderstorm watch isn't popping up for the rest of the counties. Normally it takes a while, but I mean, it's been 20-25 minutes. New severe thunderstorm warning again here, and this is for the storm I mentioned earlier on the Texas-Mexico border, so look out near Brackettville. Pretty big storm approaching with some large hail and potentially even some damaging winds. So look out for that, but we're still mainly concerned about Haskell here in Texas. And it looks like we, no, that's just the NWS X page updating. Alright. Oh, there. The severe thunderstorm watch filled in a little bit. I'm not sure if that's all the counties. I think it might be. Hold on. Let me take a look. Oh, whatever. I don't have it pulled up anymore. Okay, well, these are most of the counties anyway that are under the severe thunderstorm watch, if not all of them. I mean, you can just go to weather.com and see if you're under severe thunderstorm watch. And it will tell you at the top of weather.com even what weather risk you're under from the Storm Prediction Center. Like, if you're in the yellow, that's a slight risk. It'll say there's a possible risk of severe weather today. Green, that's the marginal risk. That'll say there's a marginal risk of severe weather today. And again, it'll tell you all about the severe thunderstorm watch, so. Weather.com, I honestly like a lot. I'm not sure if it's the most accurate for forecasting the weather, but I think it gives you good details and information about ongoing storms. And I feel like a lot of people use it. Alright. Yeah, I don't think there's a tornado on the ground here anymore, but you're still under an observed warning here. If it's on the ground, it's near Haskell somewhere, so seek shelter still. Stay in shelter for at least until this warning expires. But yeah. New severe thunderstorm warning for San Angelo, Texas. It's a good thing I zoomed out. I saw that one pop up. Yeah, this is heading straight for San Angelo, Texas. It looks like the main threat here is actually going to be the gusty wind action. Potentially some gusts over 60 miles per hour here right now near Mertzen. So we may even see some damage reports come out of the San Angelo area, so look out for that. This storm will approach you pretty soon, but actually right now it's a little far away. How fast was this storm moving? It was going at 50 miles per hour, so it is a quick mover, that's for sure. Let's drag this out here, see when the storm will reach San Angelo. Alright. 50 and new severe thunderstorm warning again. But looks like it'll be in San Angelo in about half an hour. Let's take a look at our other new warning. This is for our storm here in Haskell. They did reissue that severe thunderstorm warning, so Haskell's under severe thunderstorm warning again. I was worried that was going to be a new area, and I was like, okay, now we're getting to the point where we're getting serious here. I don't think we're at the peak intensity of this at all. I definitely don't think we are. We have 1 tornado warning and 6 severe thunderstorm warnings, which is quite a bit, but I think it's probably going to get a little bit worse than this at times. If you're in Haskell, you could probably get out of shelter now. I think all the threats have passed you. It may even stop raining soon. But that hail is back here, northeast of Haskell. So yeah, I think if you're in Haskell, you're probably good now. Any of the major threats have passed you. It's confusing they only issued the severe warning for 1-inch hail, because there's definitely hail bigger than 1 inch on that. I think that scan with the blue, though, came in after that got issued, actually, so I don't know. Again, the highest winds we're seeing right now probably are the ones here near San Angelo. Right now, just north of Mertzen, towards the north of Mertzen, around 60 miles an hour at the minute. Could still be looking at a little bit of rotation here, in between, kind of here in this circle, in between Haskell, Joslet, and Pinkerton, but nothing major at the minute. Nothing to the level of tornadic, I would say. It's probably just barely allowed to keep this tornado warning. And again, I know it says observed, but I really don't think there's a tornado on the ground here. I mean, I really think there were a few very brief, weak spin-ups here. But this definitely was... Oh, and there you go! As soon as I said that, the warning got removed. But this definitely was an interesting storm to watch. But yeah, they removed that tornado warning. That's great. There's no tornado warnings in effect again. Then again, I said that earlier, and there was immediately one issued, but yeah, I think, I mean, obviously we have 6 severe thunderstorm warnings in effect right now, but I think right now, there's nothing that's really that concerning. This severe thunderstorm warning does still have the tornado possible tag, but I think we're fine. Maybe that's why they reissued the severe thunderstorm warning, is because they were about to remove the tornado warning. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Again, we still definitely have some nasty storms out there with some damaging winds and large hail at the minute, but nothing to the level of what we had. I'd honestly still say the worst storm here, though, is still northeast of Haskell, so we're probably still going to keep looking at this area, or really just north of Haskell. But also, now I want to keep an eye out on San Angelo, I haven't looked at this storm in a while. Let's see. Texas-Mexico border storm. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's some wind on that too. I didn't even see that. I guess it's not as bad as I thought. It's like 60 miles an hour. But yeah, definitely here near Bracketville as well as in Texas. I mean, all of this is in Texas right now. And it's probably going to mostly stay in Texas. Some action in Oklahoma is likely, though. But the worst of it will probably be in Texas here. And specifically, like, northern and central Texas. Yeah, we've really been looking at that one storm this whole stream for 49 minutes. Wow. But yeah. Speaking of stream, I think I'm gonna end it off here. If you guys did enjoy this stream, make sure to like and subscribe. Looks like we got some new counties coming in with that severe thunderstorm watch. Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. This has definitely been an eventful stream, and I think I'm gonna keep doing these severe weather coverages even whenever we don't have an enhanced risk of severe weather like today. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.